Where you want take, where concern your phones, electronics, and other gadgets. Carry Superphone for mine, oh. You want buy? Superphone. You want repair? Superphone. Because Superphone work that to reduce the blood pressure of country people from overthinking and worries. And now why you fit buy phone and electronic from Superphone, carry and go your house, and they pay small till you pay finish. Everything where you buy for Superphone, you get warranty. And even if they repair something give you, before you carry and go, they go still give you warranty. When mean say, if you go reach house, it don't work well, or it spoil, you bring them back, Superphone go repair them for you, or they go replace them. If you get old phone where you know they send again, carry and go Superphone. As small money, they go give you new one. If you know one new one, they go collect the old phone, still give you small money. Them they sell phones, laptops, computer, security camera, walkie-talkie, children's educational tab, games, high-tech equipment, smartwatch, perfumes, all kind of accessories for phone and electronic. Yakpa for there. Carry waka go for Superphone. Their office there for number 116 Oron Road for Uyo. You fit call their telephone for 0803 500 9432. Superphone.
Admission. Wow, I've got good news for you from Global Hilton International Academy, Ikorek by Kang Road, Ibiakwo Biondubu, off Airport Road, Oran Local Government Area. Admission is ongoing into nursery, primary, and secondary school for 2026/2027 session. Summer holiday lessons also starts from Monday, 3rd of August to Thursday, 27th of August 2026. We are recruiting staff, qualified and experienced teachers, marketers, and security personnel. Plus, non-teaching staff are needed for immediate employment. Computer literate applicants, we have an added advantage. For admission and job applications, visit us at Ikorek by Kang Road, Ibiakwo Biondubu, off Airport Road, Oran Local Government Area. Please call 0806-924-5664 or 0811-0809-103.
Nigeria has gone digital. Don't get left behind. Join millions already enjoying the benefits of digital television. With free TV, you get over 100 crystal clear channels for movies, sports, and news, all with zero monthly subscription. Just use any free-to-air decoder, point your dish to Nigecomsat, or stream live on the Free TV NG mobile app. This message is from the National Broadcasting Commission. Don't wait for your signal to go off. Switch to digital TV today.
Yo, something big is moving in your city. xl1069fm is taking the studio to the streets. We are bringing the XL Radio Fair directly to your neighborhood. On Wednesday, July 29th, 2026, we are setting up base from Oron Road by the Ring Road roundabout all the way to the Dodoma Junction.
All the girls that's here for the truth, come put both hands on.
Need to boost your business? Want to get your brand on air? We are offering our professional services at heavy reduced prices, and you can advertise your business right on the spot. That's amazing. And guess what? You can even co-own the fair by sponsoring. Call 0806-7301-888. Watch out for the XLFM Radio Fair on the 29th of July. Come through, connect, and let's grow together. XL1069fm, the pulse of the city.
Yeah, what you gonna do now?
This is
Super Radio. Super Radio.
1069 xl1069fm.
Live from the heart of Uyo.
All right, let's hear it.
This is the Super Breakfast Show
On XL 106.9 FM.
106.9 FM.
Good morning. We're bringing you mornings like you've never heard.
More music, more news, more entertainment, and more fun. Weekdays from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m.
The XL Super Breakfast Show.
The XL Super Breakfast Show.
Only on XL 106.9 FM.
Wake up, it's a brand new day.
Let's go!
Oh, yeah. Are you ready?
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Wake up, let's wake up. This is where the energy lives. Wake up,
Where the conversations matter.
where the hits keep coming non-stop.
Welcome to the XL Super Breakfast Show.
Your morning start right here. Wake up,
Let's go! Radio made with love.
XL1069fm,
Every morning, over 100,000 Aquibum voices wake up to one question. One question. What is really happening in the state?
Section 2 of the 4th schedule of Nigeria's 1999 constitution as amended has, some mandate given to the local government councils to also participate in provision and maintenance of primary education. So, how have they fared?
Disciplinary action against all those people, handle from the chairman of any local government. Go about the village head, work even the clan head and the whatever head local government. I apply.
We break down the politics behind the promises and measure the impact on real communities.
And then about the duty of the council chairman. Funds the funds at the disposal of this council chairman for them to embark on such projects.
Do the council chairman know their responsibilities?
And do they even know their responsibilities?
Because if they know their responsibilities, first they will demand that they be given funds.
If you want to understand your day, start it here. This is the Super Breakfast Show on XL 106.9 FM. Second day of the work week, Tuesday, July 28, Akwa Ibom State, Emesere, Nigeria. Good morning to you and welcome to a wonderful new day. I trust that it's going fine already. It's 8 o'clock, that's about 7 minutes into the hour of 8. And we're grateful for a new day, thankfully so. Because you are breathing, because you are able to get up and, go about your business. Because this morning you're not tied down, because of one inability or the other, right? Irrespective of how things they go, So I'm grateful on your behalf. And of course, it's on that note of gratitude that I welcome you to the Super Breakfast Show here on XL 106.9 FM. This is the voice of the supreme character. You can call me IG. Well, we've got a handful, but you have to join us on the conversation via Facebook. We've got our live feed up already. Thanks to our social media team, right? Communicate with us via xl1069.fm on Facebook, right? xl1069.fm, and on Instagram. You can also reach out to us via xl1069.fm and on YouTube at xl1069.fm to be part of the conversations. Don't forget, we've got WhatsApp at 0809 333 1069. That is 0809 333 1069. The phone lines will be open in a bit, so you take them down. 0700 000 1069. That is 0700 000 1069. Alternatively, you've got 0809 222 1069. All right. Busy day yesterday. A handful of meetings, at the national scene, and back at home, we had the Exco, sit. And from that meeting, there was a handful of resolutions, right, by the State Executive Council, and a number of decisions, that many believe would affect the state one way or the other going forward. We understand, as part of the resolutions reached yesterday, the Executive Council of Akwa Ibom State, they've considered the approval, precisely the release of the sum of 31 billion naira as provided for in the 2026 approved budget for the implementation of that program, a particular program, right, which we understand is meant to empower the youths, the women, the traders, farmers, transport operators, small and medium enterprise, or enterprises, let's put it that way, across the 31 local government area, right? 1 billion naira of the 31 billion naira will go to each of the 31 local government areas in Akwa Ibom State. Yeah, let that sink in a bit. So we understand it's not just coming in new. It's one of the heavy or most of the conversations had by the governor last year while he made his rounds, right? And of course, this is more like it. We understand there's a total number of about 168,912 persons who are set to benefit from this particular amount of money, which we understand is aimed at promoting job creation, entrepreneurship, poverty reduction, grants, enterprise, you name it. So yeah, there is that. As part of the derivatives from yesterday's meeting, we also know that the Executive Council has also had some sort of briefing, right, as it regards the planned visit of the president to Akwa Ibom State. And there are plans to commission about 39 completed projects across Akwa Ibom State in commemoration of the 39th anniversary of the creation of Akwa Ibom State, which of course we understand is coming up September as usual. And of course, the president's visit, we understand, barring any last minute change, should happen about that time, September as well. All right, just part of the major development from yesterday's gathering. Well, there was another one which has had a number of economists sort of sit up, dust their shoulder pad, and get ready for what they describe as the real analysis of the economy in Akwa Ibom State. Let's not forget, in a series of conversations we've had, before today, I think the latest of them was that which we had on the 3rd anniversary, of the Arise agenda in Akwa Ibom State, right? Sometime May 23. We did put something together, as xl1069 FM had a conversation with an economist, with an education expert, all in a bid to assess how far the Arise agenda has come or had come as at the time. And one of the very few first statements that came off the professor's mouth was that, look, Akwa Ibom State has no economy. And we recall at the time what that, cost in the state. And the prof went ahead to provide his reasons for saying so. That, look, for a state to say that it has an economy and is running one, it must have data to back up, whatever developmental strides it is making in contribution to the economy. Right? So if we want to say that we have an economy, what are those? Do we have numbers backing, in quote, the growth or decline of, in quote, the said economy? Professor Emmanuel Nwodweket, a professor of economy, did, make that assertion sometime in May 2026. 29th of May, precisely, was when that conversation was aired right here. Now, I'm bringing this to the fore following the recent development. We understand that Akwa Ibom State now has a new statistician general in person of Udwak Effiong Isaac, right? He is now the new statistician general. Now, he's going to have a handful to do when it comes to data management. Anything data as it concerns Akwa Ibom State, it is expected now that there's going to be a lot, to come from that office. There's a whole lot of timelines to look at when we look at our history with data numbers in Akwa Ibom State. But before that, I'd love to take us through, some mind note in a bit. Please stay with us.
Well, the Arise agenda is not an economic plan. So you cannot assess an economy that have no plan. Kwabam State have no economic plan, have no blueprint, economic development plan. Arise agenda is not a plan. And before you can make an objective assessment, there must be benchmarks. That to get in a plan to say it in time T, this is what we do, T plus 1, this is what we will do. And if there is no benchmark, then it's difficult to even assess whether it's succeeding or not succeeding, because there's nothing to measure it with. If you cannot count, then you cannot measure. No, there's a rights agenda. I'm saying the rights agenda is an agenda. In fact, it's an aspiration. This is what we want to be. This is what we want to do. It's not a plan. As economists, there's certain measures that we use to measure the health of an economy. One of them is gross domestic product, GDP. Kwabam State have no gross domestic product. The one they manufacture from MBA and sent to us is not representative of what happened here. We've said a lot of times. People cannot come for 2 weeks and just do this and say this is your plan. We are advocated since 2020. During the COVID, that we did the Akwa Ibom without oil, beyond oil, we recommended to Dom Emmanuel government that time for the creation of the Akwa Ibom Bureau of Statistics, where it will be manned by relevant people that are competent, that can generate our own data. And if you recall, there was a lot of argument where they say Akwa Ibom State unemployment rate was the highest in the country, and the government said it wasn't. And I said, you cannot. Okay, if this is not this, what is it? You must have something. And up till this point, we are saying, well, I heard that there was a bureau instituted. The Bureau of Statistics, but what have they done?
You think they've not been functional?
In fact, I'm not even sure there is substantial DG.
So you think we have a data problem?
I'm not thinking. I know we have a data problem.
In the country.
Because sometimes ago, the government, whether was that 2 years, they were going to do appraisal of a rice agenda.
Yeah,
and they were talking about agri that have grown these tons. These have grown this. Everybody knows that agricultural product gestation period. You cannot come and tell me within 2 years these tons have been produced. These tons have been, and even the analysis was pedestral because it wasn't. If you want to show me progress or retrogression, you say this is what it was. This is what it is now.
That's right.
You don't come and tell me, okay, we are producing this, we are producing that. But what is the benchmark? That's what I'm saying.
All right. So that was in May. So if you had if you listened to any point where he made reference to or made some time-bound comments, right? That was as of May 2026. So at the time, it was established that, look, we have a data problem in Akwa Ibom State. And you could hear Prof. Even, further into that conversation, there were some other indices he mentioned that if a state must prove that it is doing pretty fine, those numbers must add up. In fact, if we want to look at the other face of things, that is a development divide, right? As it concerns quantifiable and verifiable development. So you have on the one hand economic growth, on the other hand the development divide of things, right? So we should be able to make sense now, right? Or in no distant time, right? Of the life expectancy rate of Akwa Ibomite. Something like that. Maybe the unemployment rate, how many people are poor in Akwa Ibom State. We should be able to make sense of some of these numbers going forward. That is what a number of Akwa Ibomite expect this appointment to yield as positives going forward. We recall sometime last year being 2025. This should be about 17 months after that development took place. We understand at the time the governor had inaugurated a Bureau of Statistics. That was sometime in February 2025, if my memory serves me right. Many people will probably be asking now that a new appointment is made, right? What that particular board has been able to achieve as it regards statistics in Akwa Ibom State till date. Because we understand the conversations never really changed, since as opposed to the expectations when that particular board was instituted. Many had hoped, just as we are hoping right now with the introduction of a new statistician general in Akwa Ibom State, that, we should, have our way around numbers, or a bit more of light to the things or to the priorities and policies and even projects of government. But we can't say very well how much of that happened in after, say, 17 months thereabout. So, as we're going forward now, one would like to call it a new era. What are the steps that we're going to be taking? By the way, we understand, even as we commend the governor, actually, it's deserving of the commendation. I heard someone say yesterday that, look, apparently, finally, just maybe, we now mean business as it regards data in Akwa Ibom State. So one part of it, to commend the governor for meaning business as it regards data, numbers, right? To the initiatives, to the development strides he's bringing into Akwa Ibom State. Make explanation no tire. Aids to the government, the commissioner for information. All you have to do at this point, you might just have to check what has the growth been like, or decline been like, to a particular issue that you're raising, maybe on month-on-month basis or on year-on-year basis. Then you should be able to know a handful of hanging fruits from this development, in the words of our governor. So kudos to the Akwa Ibom State government on that development. I'll get you the clip of the governor, speaking at yesterday's meeting where that particular development took place. He also spoke well about the new statistician general, whom at the time we understand wowed the state. At the time we had the vice president also coming for a certain initiative, which he was, part of the frontiers. But we'll put that on a hold for now. We'll get back on that conversation in a bit. We've got the Ice Portal right here. Lead story, of course, maybe takes another look at, or another perspective to the conversation this morning. Governor Mono sacks statistician general 2 months to tenure end. Over 1 billion naira withheld as stats office ran on zero funding. I take that again. Governor No sacks statistician general 2 months into tenure end. Over 1 billion naira withheld as stats office ran on zero funding. The Ice Portal has details of that particular story. What are the possibilities that okay, we'll come back on that in a bit. We'll come right back on that particular conversation. Uyo set to host ANA conversation. Former Works Commissioner hails governor on airport development, warns against conspiracy and ingratitude. Statewide sanitation. Ibno chairman commends residents for compliance. Governor's Continental Award rooted in measurable results. Uyo floods. IPA commends governor for drainage dump site clearance. Tasks residents on proper waste disposal. All right, go ahead, get details on the Ice Portal newspaper. Moving away from that one, I take up the quick voice now. Lead story here says opposition parties accord others adopt Tinubu as 2027 presidential candidate. Uyo community moves against iron condemned sellers. Raises concern over insecurity, hoodlums, activities at schools. NDC chairman Dr. Willie rallies support for Progress Albert as House of Reps candidates appreciate Oro Nation. Seeks massive victory for party in 2027. Odonsak's outburst on Stop Creek can't create adversaries in Akwa Ibom. That according to Ibn Clan on the Creek Voice newspaper. Shocking. 17-year-old student jailed for cheating during exams dies in prison. Woman rejoices over mother-in-law's death after made her husband swear for infidelity. Can't really dig that one out. The Creek voice is where you get details of that one. All right. Minister Ekbo floods Ika with life-touching projects. Chief Uno Etimuno monitors environmental sanitation exercise, directs security agencies on enforcement. Mbo oil-bearing communities hail Oriental Energy's development effort, urge government to bridge infrastructure gap. EPU begs Governor to release Princess Udoito, rallies against territorial claims, EPU there being Eket People's Union. You get a copy of the Creek Voice and you'd have details. The Daily Newswire is our next protocol. The lead story here says, proper coordination of states' statistical data key to rapid development. That according to Governor Eno, swears in new statistician general. All right, Unio VC hands over 10 new official vehicles to management, staff, and others. Akwa Ibom athlete Edidiong Umofia wins gold at Commonwealth Games. State police will enhance grassroots security. Paul Ekpo is credited with that statement. Rapidem sponsors 100 constituents for solar power training. All right. You go ahead to get a copy of the Daily Newswire and you have details of the stories you have heard. The bell is our next call. Imefyong Charles intensifies sanitation in Abak, says environmental cleanliness remains collective responsibility. Abak chairman host INEC REC pledges support for credible elections as REC lauds chairman's support for INEC. All right, we'll move on to the Mail newspaper now. Lead story here talks about Ibom Deep Sea Port. No map makes Oro Nation a literal state. Eket People's Union saying so. Some writers here says Obola state creation will render Ibibio, Anang, economically sterile. Ibom Deep Sea Port belongs to all, not any community. Mbong Barawa Ibibio warns. No documentary historical substantiation to Donsak's claims. That statement is credited to Larry Essen. The Mail has details of that story. Ikorak Manediana rejoices as Uyo chairman begins handover of community project. Rapidem sponsors 100 constituents for freely funded solar power installation training. You get details of that one on the Mail newspaper this morning. Let's quickly move away from the home front now for a bit before we come back. The Vanguard is right here. Lead story, much talked about as a matter of fact, how PFIPC was created. Accountant General is credited with that statement. He was at the House of Representatives in the ongoing investigation, which is put together by the House, and he made some statements. Hopefully, I get to play you, some of what he had to say. Yesterday, no be small thing happen. Candidates upload APC, PDP, ADC, others didn't meet INEC July 11 deadline. That according to a source. It's on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Right? That story points to what we understand to be a situation, despite the claims, right, by some leading political parties in the countries that look, we beat the July 11 deadline for uploading our National Assembly candidates, into the dedicated portal of INEC, right? There are some checks which, according to Vanguard this morning, are revealing contrary stand, right? We understand that, according to the Vanguard newspaper, some sources at INEC have disclosed that no political party including the APC, met the Commission's original July 11 deadline for the submission of candidates' names for the 2027 presidential and National Assembly elections, which of course contradicts the ruling party's claim that, look, we successfully complied. I'll leave it at that. Grab a copy of the Vanguard for details. Moving on. Xenophobia. Tinubu snubs Ramaphosa's envoy as federal government demands early warning pact ratification. Page 8 of the Vanguard is where you get details of that story. We'll be having a conversation on that further ends to the one we had yesterday. Just another person high up the chain we'll be speaking to this morning about the welfare of a Kwabamite in South Africa, right? And what's the way forward? Moving on. New minimum wage, 70,000 naira now poverty pay. That according to the NLC, Labour Congress. Page 8 has details of that particular story. Tinubu to announce fresh pay increase for soldiers soon. That statement is credited to the defense minister. Page 26 is where you find details of that one. ADC raises alarm over intimidation of opposition parties in Rivers. We'll take a breather at Kwabam. We'll come right back with more headlines.
106.9 powered to XL.
Guy, we don't talk since so. Ha, make I go do my work, eh? We go continue this talk later.
Oh boy, you don't talk. Haba, you know the tire.
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly, involve me now. Make myself they follow ya like you. Talk until you tire. When you day on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load them, talk they go.
The world has moved from celebration of certificates to impact and ideas. At Danny Joy International Schools, we are determined to raise critical thinkers, world leaders, and change agents. We are equipped with leading-edge facilities with determination to nurture a total child in an environment where a child is free to grow and explore with our advanced chemistry, biology, physics, ICT hub, music hub, sporting facilities, and much more. Admission is ongoing for boarding secondary students. We are located along Waniba Road after Ibom Hotel and Golf Resort, Ifyayong, Uruan, Akwa Ibom State. For more inquiries, call 081-0364-9175 or 0808-824-8176. Danny Joy International Schools. Honesty in learning is our legacy.
For furnitures, lighting, turn your house to a home. At Elitox Mall, all you get is class. This is introducing Elitox Mall, an ultra-modern furniture and lighting showroom. Turn your house to a home and make your hotel a home away from home for your guests. With quality furniture from Elitox Mall, ranging from modern and antique dining sets, beds, royal window blind, outdoor seats, poolside bed, Egyptian royal seat, and Turkey royal seat, pure Italian leather seat. You can impress your clients with exquisite office furniture like full office desk, swivel chairs, file cabinets, center table, and classy chairs for the visitors' lounge. This furniture can be imported. Come to Elitox Mall and see an array of lights ranging from wall bracketed switches to chandelier of different designs. Elitox Mall is at number 412 Aron Road, Biabong Etoy, Uyo. Telephone 0806-392-0096 or 0911-519-9836. Elitox Mall. Great impression.
Are you tired of living with persistent body pain? Lock Life International is finally here. We specialize in traditional Chinese medicine procedures that heal your body without medication. Introducing the BEM machine, our bioenergetic meridian therapy designed to reset your body system, melt away aches, and supercharge your blood circulation. We have specialized formulas for men's fertility, women's gynecological health, and brain-boosting supplements for children. So grab our promo offer. Comprehensive body checkups are now just 5,000 naira, down from 15,000 naira, and BEM treatments only 30,000 naira instead of 100,000 naira. We are at number 192 Oran Road, Value Plus Plaza, Uyo. Call us on 0802-546-3656, 0806-354-9062. Lock Life International, a health experience with a whole lot of difference.
Royal Line Technologies. People where sabi say phone where Royal Line no get does not exist. Them sabi say before they get phone problem, Royal Line Technologies Limited don't already get solution for them. Royal Line Technologies Limited, where don't almost old like GSM technology for Nigeria, then get grace to make communication easy for country people. They don't stock every kind phone and accessories, and their price is correct well. And even if your money no complete, Royal Line Technologies get easy buy. We go allow you drop small money, carry phone go house, pay small till you pay finish. Every phone where Royal Line they sell get warranty. If you buy phone carry go house and small time the phone begin behave like say in brain get knocking sound, Royal Line go repair and give you or give you brand new phone for free. No use your money take do tumbo for phone and accessory matter. Take waka enter any Royal Line shop where you sabi, and any phone and accessories where you find, you go see them for there, or you call them for 0701 0007 373. Royal Line is good all the time.
Full Life International Schools. We are a Christian school with a mission to mold the next generation, one child at a time, through a child-centered environment using the best practices.
We have both day and boarding facilities,
a technology-driven 21st century learning,
and a godly environment as well.
Admissions are in progress for all our classes: creche, nursery, primary, and secondary.
Enroll your ward with us at number 6 and Sikaf Edward Avenue, Uyo, and Full Life Campground, Airport Road, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.
You can contact us via this number: 0803 5449 816,
0803 5449 816,
or contact our website at www.fulllifeschools.com and on our email at flissschools@yahoo.com. Full Life International Schools, molding a godly generation for global competence and impact.
Hey! Are you ready to start school? 'Cause I am!
Attention all school owners and heads of schools in Akwa Ibom State.
The new academic session is just around the corner. It's time to make sure your school is the talk of Akwa Ibom. At xl1069fm, we are launching our massive back-to-school promo to help you reach more parents and students than ever before. Starting July 1st through September 30th, 2026, we've got an unbeatable offer. Buy 10 advertising slots for your school and we'll give you 5 extra slots absolutely free. That is, pay for 10 jingle spots and get 5 extra slots for free. Don't wait until the rush begins. Secure your airtime early and be the first choice for families across the state. At xl1069fm, we want to help you share your school's unique vision and excellence with the families that matter the most. And that is why we are giving to you this back-to-school promo. Don't miss this opportunity. Remember, when you pay for 10 slots, you get 5 extra slots for free. XL1069FM, amplifying excellence in education. Your school, our platform. Together we grow.
Let us take a tour to your community and explore every route.
Who come is being affected
on behalf of the village head of Mkorika.
From about to Pepsi.
Comprehensive High School.
Let us help present your request to the right authorities.
Primary school.
From Fort to Junction down to Akbaden, the road is not good. We suffer a lot, and if you enter by the bike, will charge.
Join Community Report Mondays through Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Community Report, exclusive to XL 106.9 FM.
Welcome back, Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much for staying with us to the Super Breakfast Show. IG right here. You can now join the conversation via the phone lines 0700 or 0809 222 1069. On WhatsApp 0809 333 1069. On Facebook, we're live at xl1069.fm. That's a handful, for you to bite on this morning, courtesy of indigenous papers and the national dailies alike. We are still looking at the ICE portal here, which leads with the story: Governor Moino sacks Statistician General 2 months to tenure end. Over 1 billion naira withheld as Statistics Office ran on zero funding. That is one of the other side to the recent development in Akwa Ibom State, which is captured on the Daily News Wire as proper coordination of state statistical data key to rapid development. That statement is credited to Governor Umoina, who yesterday, performed the inauguration of the new Statistician General of Akwa Ibom State.
I, Mr. Woodward Effiong Isaac,
do solemnly swear
that
I will be faithful
and
bear true allegiance
to
the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
that
as Statistician General of Akwa Ibom State, I will discharge my duties
in
the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law,
that I will not directly or indirectly
communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall be known to me as Statistician General of Akwa Ibom State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Statistician General of Akwa Ibom State. So help me God. Congratulations, you're now the new Statistician of Akwa Ibom. You remember Udwak has been, he was the one that brought the vice president here without my knowledge. But he surprised all of us to have known that he was doing such a big work behind us. We have someone who can give us data, figures to do our work and to help collaborate some of the things we're doing, point us to things we are not even doing right in terms of numbers, be able to stand and defend the work that we do with numbers. It will help us speak less. We've done that search almost in the last 6 months. I've spoken to a few people, but they didn't meet what I'll consider the benchmark. You can deliver right where you are, and God knows how to beam the searchlight. It was at that visit of the vice president that I personally met him for the first time, but he had done such a great work for this administration. He worked literally without supervision. I'm just telling you how God can work. Nobody have to lobby for it. You don't have to go around meeting people, meeting the whole world. The governor should appoint me. If your work speaks for you, the things you've done, and indeed for all of us, I'm sure God can use anybody. And so as search came to an end, I believe in the work he's doing. I must have a statistics report about the state from you, directly from you to me, Copy your commissioner. You are still doing our human resource. I've not taken that. You are still permanent secretary, human capital development. You are still the statistician general of the state. So you are holding 2 portfolios. Just go and set up your staff. They must give us results. In all our construction sites, the work we are doing, number of staff, the contract work, you must give us data. I like to thank God for you, and I know that not only will you bring the vice president back, this time you bring the president. God bless you. Thank you. Congratulations.
All right, that was yesterday right here in Akwa Ibom State, a development that many people have applauded. Especially as we continue to push for a more accountable Akwa Ibom State and an Akwa Ibom State where the government will not just, speak and have to defend without necessarily having figures to point to, right? And say over the years, this is what we've been able to, do in this particular area. right? That is what the governor is fixing, courtesy this appointment. And the governor has been commended as well for it. But here lies the problem or the concern on the ICE Portal newspaper this morning, which is captured in a headline that says Governor Moino sacks Statistician General 2 months to tenure end. And the relative headline says over 1 billion naira withheld as Stats Office ran on zero funding. That report, according to the ICE Portal newspaper, is as simple as the headline sounds, right? It is reported that beyond the celebration and congratulatory notes yesterday, which signaled the replacement of Sir Peter James Akman, whom we understand is now the ex-statistician general. By the way, he was appointed in 2024, sometime in August, to begin that role. And courtesy the rule books, his tenure, we understand, was supposed to expire, say September, right? So you do your mathematics there. We understand that there's been some commitment. By commitment, I mean some allocations in the budget for 2025. The Bureau of Statistics in the state was allocated 140 million naira for capital expenditure and 140 million 500,000 naira for recurrent expenditure, making it about 280 million 500,000 naira. Now, there are sources according to the ICE Portal that say that these funds were not released to the Bureau. We understand that the same situation was obtained in 2024, right? And that since inception, the then, who is now the past, statistician general, reportedly operated from the same cubicle he used to stay as director of statistics, with no computer, no desk, or statistical infrastructure, let's put it that way, provided. Right? And it got even better, if you want to say ironically so, right? The 2026 budget approved for the Bureau was 995 million 450,460 naira, as contained in the approved 2026 budgeted expenditure of the state. So there are some people who have, built the opinion that maybe, just maybe, the now immediate past statistician general was, set up to fail in that capacity. Now, this raises questions if this report is anything to go by, right? By this report, the release aspect of it, because it is right there in the budget. That is the amount that was voted for that particular bureau. What then is the fate of the new statistician general? Are we expecting, positive developments that will show that beyond your appointment, you have the institutional backing of the machinery of Akwa Ibom state government for you to function effectively, so not just exist like your predecessor did, right? To the benefit of Akwa Ibomite and to the fulfillment of the purpose of your office. Because, we cannot, overstate the essence of having the data in Akwa Ibom state. The government would be better off, far off, what they are today in terms of the job they say they're doing, right? Because the government has a handful of what it says it is doing. but the explanation, they say, would be a lot easier, right? And would make more sense when we have enough data tied to the conversations around those projects. So it now leaves us asking, how do we intend to approach this new era, right? That begins with Mr. Isaac, while we're congratulating him and commending the governor. That's one of the headlines you find this morning. It is on the ICE Portal newspaper. On the other hand, there is more development with regards the, in quote, embattled agency of government, where we are made to understand that following yesterday's conversations at the House of Representatives, they've had to call on the different arms of government to come and say what part or what role that they played in whatever transpired, right? Whoever aided Mr. Denny. So we've been getting a handful of explanations, including that of the Accountant General yesterday. And this is what he had to say.
The first interface that this fake agency had with OAGF was in November 2024. And so the leadership then, what the fake agency did was to submit a fake act, so we can call it fake now because we have seen it to be fake. Fake act purportedly enacted by National Assembly, fake letter of appointment, everything that was submitted to the leadership in Treasury was fake. And so probably they did not realize that it was fake, and because it was coming from State House, the approval was given for the administrative code to be issued. That is on administrative code. Then on the issue of the office of the Chief Economic Advisor, as far as Treasury is concerned, those two officers were posted to the office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the President under the supervision of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Treasury never assumed or written to the fact that those two officers were being taken over by this fake agents. We never. And the staff also never reported to the office to say that, okay, another council is taking over the office, and the name of the new council or agency has been changed. It was not known to the Treasury. As far as Treasury was concerned, we were dealing with a new agency, not the office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the President. That was why when the request for 5 staff were delivered to us, and we felt that 5 staff was too much for that small agency that was just coming, it was decided that 3 should be enough. It was when all this matter came to limelight that we got to know that 2 of our staff were actually working or being absorbed by the fake agency. We never knew. We believe, based on the record available to Treasury, that those officers were still with the office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the President. Thank you, sir. Then, sorry, sir. Then the letter that was written to to Treasury for us to give administrative code, it was responded back to State House. But unfortunately, as event unfolded, it was discovered that letter did not get to State House. It was hijacked precisely by the same man who claimed to be the DG. Because if our letter responding to the request of the State House that administrative code should be issued, had it been it has gotten to the State House, definitely Farmstead State House will have noticed that letter requesting for administrative code was never issued by State House. And every other staff, even those team that were sent to the agency to, verify, yes, all are currently undergoing disciplinary procedure, and we just initially we wanted the report from police because police came out first, and now recently ICPC to conclude why we are also going through our own internal disciplinary procedure as well. Thank you, sir.
All right, so that the voice of the Accountant General of the Federation of Nigeria, Mr. Shamsuddin Babatunde Ogunjimi, right? He heads the office of the Accountant General of the Federation. Speaking, giving his own account of whatever role, the office of the Accountant General of the Federation played in whatever transpired, right? Sort of taking it. Just so you know, we understand that the House of Reps is asking the police, right, to please, precisely the IGP, to please produce the self-acclaimed Director General of that organization, Mr. Adeniyi. Please, you could hear the emphasis, when the chairman of the committee was reaching out to the IGP. He's going to be needed by 12 o'clock tomorrow to come and talk. Speak as part of the development. Okay, let's quickly get your reactions. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What's your name?
xl1069fm. This is Colin Kwekando.
Welcome, Collins. Okay.
The secretarial being my honorable local government chairman, Bumbo. That's when 1 minute of young transformer, no unique and get secretarial routine in your ego. But they are young. The number 2 community report made by xl10. xl10.
Yes, sir.
I get the mad before 6 o'clock into xl10. I don't know good sports cell you get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, you could pay for your banya. But pay more devotion. I'm not here to do a devotion before. Now, who's in the family? Matthew, you could put. So, we will get a complaint, xl10, and I'm going to
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. Right? Means that you are an ardent one. Now, whatever you have, or you listen, or you hear, if you've been hearing, and you might be hearing for the next few days, right, or weeks, everything is happening to make sure that you have a better listening experience. Right? There's some shake-ups we have to put in place. So not to worry about that. In time, it will be fine. Good morning to you. Yes, sir. What's your name? Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Godswill.
Godswill, wake up now. Talk to me. Go ahead.
My brother, the economy is too bad, my brother.
Go on.
What I have to say is, I want to congratulate the new statistician.
Yeah.
Just been appointed yesterday. But secondly, let me take categorically that the government of Umoino.
Governor Moino, precisely.
The government of under the leadership of Governor Umoino, he do accountable.
Why so?
So appointing a statistician or any kind of thing, I want to limit time here as a quiet mind. Government Umoino is accountable to the people of Akwa Ibom State. No projects have been stated out that this is the amount have been spent or this is the amount have been remaining or one thing or the other like that. So that is the area the way continue. Let him be accountable. Let everything be taken into record.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome.
I'm calling our mission this morning.
Welcome, Don.
Thank you. My concern this morning is the newspaper that talks about Dr. Atanse of the Cape Union saying that all nation is not a neutral state. I wonder the dictionary that is using to get that definition, the all nation is not a neutral state. Maybe you need to go back to the dictionary and check again. But what really baffles me is this. Days after that, that publicity that divisive comment was made by that man
Neither the government agency nor the governor. I know the governor is aware. He has a representative present in that state event. And he has no serenity. When we are playing ethnic cards that will bring a division in the state, and the governor is pushing peace. And when someone is making a statement that will provoke a mother's threat into war, and they are keeping quiet, I wonder if the governor will now be able to speak up when there is an issue, when it's an ethnic war between the Eke people and other people.
All right.
So please let the man be caution. The governor should be able to caution, and also sympathize with other people that the people that we have in government are actually maintaining stable manner. We have the number 2 citizens, and nobody has ever made a statement concerning that trade by that man.
All right, Don. I need you to round up now. Thank you. We'll take a break at Akwa Ibom State. When we come back, oh my, the phone lines are buzzing. So maybe we'll just accommodate a few more. Yeah, before we take a quick trip to, the diaspora. And we touch on South Africa a bit once again today. Please stay with us.
106.9 powered to XL.
Guy, we don't talk since so. Make I go do my work, we go continue this talk later.
Oh boy, you don't talk. Haba, you know the tire.
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly, involve me now. Make myself they follow ya like you. Talk until you tire. When you day on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load them, talk they go. Yo, something big is moving in your city. XL1069 FM is taking the studio to the streets. We are bringing the XL Radio Fair directly to your neighborhood. On Wednesday, July 29th, 2026, we are setting up base from Run Road by the Ring Road roundabout all the way to the Dodoma Junction.
All the girls that's here for the truth, come put both hands on.
Need to boost your business? Want to get your brand on air? We are offering our professional services at heavy reduced prices, and you can advertise your business right on the spot. That's amazing. And guess what? You can even co-own the fair by sponsoring. Call 0806-7301-888. Watch out for the XL FM Radio Fair on the 29th of July. Come through, connect, and let's grow together. XL 106.9 FM, the pulse of the city.
Because it good for stronger health. What do you need? Amatem, fast relief. If malaria disturb you with Amatem, no issue. Oh, only the best. Oh, Amatem soft gel. Fight malaria, no stress. Amatem soft gel.
When malaria show, no time to talk. Amatem soft gel na the odogu. Only the best.
Are you a parent with secondary school age children in need of admission? Then search no more. Introducing Presville High, a high school with a hybrid, innovative, and interdisciplinary based curriculum, outstanding educational programs, well-equipped laboratories for the sciences, extracurricular activities, and regular excursions, well-stocked library with digital resources, standard furnished and CCTV-equipped classrooms, modern, interactive, and technology-integrated teaching, and many more. Admissions into Junior High 1
to Junior High 3
are ongoing to secure a seamless transition into exceptionally high academic and co-curricular secondary school standards for your child.
Entrance examination takes place every Saturday by 10 a.m.
Join us at Presville High School, a top-notch secondary school offering 21st century education. Shape the future of your child today. For further information, please call 0708-2238-798 or 0818-2842-919. Presville Academy. Excellence through learning and creativity.
Have you been praying for a breakthrough, healing, and restoration? Then this is your time.
The Redeemed Evangelical Mission South Zone 3 invites you to the Power of the Living Conference 2026 with the theme Paid For.
From Thursday, 30th July to Sunday, 2nd of August 2026. Experience powerful worship, transforming messages, miracles, healing, and life-changing encounters with God.
Ministering are
Reverend CNC Wachuku,
Reverend Dr. Chinedu Nkere, and the host, Reverend Akaniyene and Pastor Reverend Mrs. Enobong F. Young,
and other anointed ministers. Join us for evening sessions, Thursday and Friday, 5 p.m. daily. Saturday, 4 p.m. praise concert. Morning sessions, Power for Living Summit. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. daily at Trem Uyu Auditorium, 15B, Akaitam Road.
Grand finale, Sunday, 2nd August, 9 a.m. at the Admiralty Event Center, Ring Road 3, Uyo. Come expecting, leave transformed, seeing you there.
Everything he gave is precious life.
Royal Line Technologies. People where sabi say phone where Royal Line no get does not exist. Them sabi say before they get phone problem, Royal Line Technologies Limited don't already get solution for them. Royal Line Technologies Limited, where don't almost old like GSM technology for Nigeria, then get grace to make communication easy for country people. They don't stock every kind phone and accessories, and their price is correct well. And even if your money no complete, Royal Line Technologies get easy buy. We go allow you drop small money, carry phone go house, pay small till you pay finish. Every phone where Royal Line they sell get warranty. If you buy phone carry go house and small time the phone begin behave like say in brain get knocking sound, Royal Line go repair and give you or give you brand new phone for free. No use your money take do tumbo for phone and accessory matter. Take waka enter any Royal Line shop where you sabi, and any phone and accessories where you find, you go see them for there, or you call them for 0701 0007 373. Royal Line is good all the time.
Hey, are you ready to start school? 'Cause I am.
Attention, all school owners and heads of schools in Akwa Ibom State.
The new academic session is just around the corner. It's time to make sure your school is the talk of Akwa Ibom. At xl1069fm, we are launching our massive back-to-school promo to help you reach more parents and students than ever before. Starting July 1st through September 30th, 2026, we've got an unbeatable offer. Buy 10 advertising slots for your school and we'll give you 5 extra slots absolutely free. That is, pay for 10 jingle spots and get 5 extra slots for free. Don't wait until the rush begins. Secure your airtime early and be the first choice for families across the state. At xl1069fm, we want to help you share your school's unique vision and excellence with the families that matter the most. And that is why we are giving to you this back-to-school promo. Don't miss this opportunity. Remember, when you pay for 10 slots, you get 5 extra slots for free. XL1069FM, amplifying excellence in education. Your school, our platform. Together we grow.
Yeah, what you gonna do now?
This is
Super Radio. Super Radio.
1069 XL FM.
Welcome back, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Thank you very much for staying with us till the Super Breakfast Show live on XL106.9 FM. Subtle reminder that the D-Day is tomorrow. Tomorrow being the 29th day in the month of July. And we've been telling you all week long, right? Last week and the week before that, look, we are coming. We are coming with the XL Radio Fair to the streets, and the plan is very simple. We're giving businesses, we're giving entrepreneurs, we're giving residents in Uyo the opportunity to experience, what real marketing looks like in a whole new level, precisely. It's a one-day activation, just one day, and it is tomorrow, Wednesday, along Oron Road, stretching from the Ring Road roundabout to Udodama Junction. So if you know that you are a business owner, you own a brand, you're an organization, right? And you need an access, right, to our advertising, our branding and promotional services. And what is more important, what is more, juicy about this activation? We're coming with discounts. Very important. And that discount will be available throughout tomorrow. So you want to be able to book radio commercials with us instantly when we come to your area. That will be possible tomorrow. As they come, prepare, right? You get to book your radio commercials with us. Get more visibility for your, business, and literally get the benefit of doing business with us. I tell you, it's one that you cannot afford to miss. By the way, I must appreciate our sponsors and in no particular order. Lock Life International, they focus on providing health therapy for people battling with ailment, and that they use technology in their approach to treatment. You can visit them at 192 Oron Road at Value Plus to have a feel of their services. Especially the bioenergetic meridian therapy machine. It's an innovative tool for treating patients, right? You could call them 0806 354 9062 or 0802 546 3656, right? That's how you reach out to Lock Life International. Blessed Chinwoba and Sons. They're also another, partner and sponsor. They are a home and of quality of furniture, that combines style, comfort, and durability. So if you're talking wholesale, you're talking retail, for your home use, your hotel, and offices, they're about. You have to just pay a visit, see what they've got to offer, right? They are located at number 103 Ikorekbene Road, opposite University of Uyo Annex Gate. And you can call them even before you go there, right? 0816 200 3688. That is 0816 200 3688 or 0816 423 9384. That's how you reach out to Blessed Chinwoba and Sons, right? So a big thanks and shout out to our sponsors for making this very, very successful. So tomorrow you brace up for us. I'm talking about the whole of Oron Road, right? The stretching from the Ring Road roundabout to Dodoma Junction. That's the area we're shutting down tomorrow. So make sure you get ready for us when we come. I get just one more call. Good morning. Oh my. That's not my fault. Right? Let's see if we can replace that one right away. Quickly. Good morning to you. Yes, sir. All right, quickly. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate you bringing that once again. It's a conversation we're having and will not stop having, right, until the anti-open grazing law takes full effect by that implementation wise in Akwa Ibom State. Okay, brothers and sisters, join me now as we take a trip across the globe now. Let's go talk about the xenophobic attacks, Akwa Ibom indigents in South Africa. Also talk about the Association of Akwa Ibom Communities Presidents Worldwide, that is ASACOP. What they've got to do, their vision and their impact so far. I'm being joined now by the international president of that association, the Association of Akwa Ibom Communities Presidents Worldwide, ASACOP, Obong Engineer Itoro Akpanikwut. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good morning from Nigeria, Engineer. Oh my! It seems I took part of your voice this morning. I hope I can hear you now. Good morning to you, Engineer. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good.
It's great to have you join
Thank you
us.
for having me on your show.
Uh-huh. How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. It's just that it's about 4 in the morning,
I can't
4:15 a.m. where I am, but it's okay.
I can imagine. All right, let's quickly get into an understanding of what the association, right, which you are the international president, does. What do you do at ASACOP? What are you out to do? What are the founding principles of this association?
Yes, and again, thank you very much for having me on the show. The Association of Akwa Ibom Communities Presidents Worldwide, known as ASACOP, is an organization that seeks to be the umbrella for all Akwa Ibom communities all over the world. The mission is to seek the general welfare, the economic well-being of all Akwa Ibomites outside of Akwa Ibom State. And our mission, like I said earlier, is to be that umbrella organization to speak with one voice and to work together for betterment of Akwa Ibomites both inside Nigeria and without. The organization was formed in 2021 when I was the national president of the Akwa Ibom Association in the U.S. We started off with about 5 countries, and today, by the grace of God, we're up to 21. Before I leave office, I would like to see it rise to at least 50. I believe there's I think around 200 countries in the world. Among other things, the association, as a matter of fact, just last year we had a conference in Uyo at the Wadbridge Hotel. We gave out 62 scholarships, 100,000 naira each to the local government area. We gave out 30 desktop computers to in a local government area for the CBT Center. We also gave out 200 exercise books to the Akwa Ibom State government through the Ministry of Education. And then in 2021, we helped to relocate Akwa Ibom IDPs in Katsina State back to Akwa Ibom State. There were 40 of them. We raised about $5,000 for that effort, and then we worked with the Akwa Ibom State government under the Odom administration to bring them back home. So that's just some of what we have done over the last 4 years, and we're going to do even more as the years go by.
Interesting. I understand you had a conference sometime last year here in New York. What was that about?
Yes, so it is a biannual conference. We intend to have it every 2 years. So our inaugural one was last year, and it was basically it was a homecoming of sorts for Akwa Ibomites in the diaspora. Use that opportunity to come home, let people know who we are, what we do, help the community while we were there, let the Akwa Ibom State government know that we are around and that we're ready to partner with them again for the betterment of Akwa Ibomites wherever we may be.
Oh,
and it was about 300 people attended the conference in all.
That's quite interesting. Okay, so from the engagement so far, courtesy the platform of the association or the association gives to the president generally, how would you assess the level of interrelatedness, the communication, the association of Akwa Ibomites world over so far?
Yes, so it has actually been very good, especially thanks to the fact that there are tools like Zoom and Teams. So in terms of communication, there's been no issues. We actually meet. Again, it's an association of presidents, so it's not all Akwa Ibomites. We expect the presidents to be the representatives, and then the members communicate to ASACOP through their national presidents. So we meet every third Saturday of the month. Because of the time difference of the different countries, we meet at 7 p.m. Nigerian time. But in terms of communication, it has been perfect. We've had no issues. And that is why we really wanted to do that conference last year, so that we get to see each other in the flesh.
That's interesting. Now, there's been a major conversation. We had to even entertain one yesterday, which is on the heels of the concerns in South Africa. And we were made to understand that the figures are not necessarily looking good as compared to the number of Akwa Ibomites who are on record to be living legally in South Africa. So you give us an understanding what really is ASACOP doing relative to the xenophobic attacks, the concerns there in South Africa.
Yes, that's a very good question, and I did listen to that interview with the president, Pastor Akanwili, yesterday. And South Africa is one of the 21 member countries, and I want to thank you for interviewing him to bring that plight to light for everyone to know what is going on there. So, at the peak of those attacks, the leadership of ASACOP did meet with the leadership of the Akwa Ibom community in South Africa. Now, I must say, because organizations are in different countries, they are ruled by the non-profit rules of those countries. Okay. So ASACOP cannot directly intervene in what happens in those countries. Having said that, we are a facilitator. We help to provide resources, point people in the direction where to go. So with respect to these xenophobic attacks, we met with the leadership, as I said. We told them what to do in terms of how to contact the Akwa Ibom state government, of those who are in charge of decision making, in order to help, let them know what to do. They made me understand that as at that time, even about 1,500 people were repatriated back to Nigeria, only 13 actually made that, and Akwa Ibomites made that trip. And that's very fun. We actually had them to give us the names of everyone who was affected, and we prioritized those into one, those who, for example, may have been married to people who are there, they're not able to come back, those who want to come back, and then those who, maybe they're sick. For example, there was a lady, I think, who had stage 4 cancer, and I want to commend the Dr. Willie, the national president of that community, there, for doing all he could to make sure that that lady was able to go back to Nigeria, because many of them, I don't think he mentioned this, ended up selling all their properties. They ended up sleeping outside the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa. Women, children, babies, people who are sick, and it's very cold down there this time of the year. Yeah. And so we try to again point them in the direction of where to go. I want to commend His Excellency Pastor Moeno, for always being committed to the welfare of Akwa Ibomites worldwide. We know that this is a federal government issue, but having said that, we're hoping that he could use his office to, talk to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, talk to the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa with respect to Akwa Ibomites, because 13 out of 1,500, I believe, is less than even 1%. Out of 300 Akwa Ibomites who are there in that country. So we're hoping that over time that even more can move out, for those who want to move out, and then for those who need help, that we're able to help those people. And one more thing, if you don't mind, if you go to our website, asacopworldwide.org, that's ASACOP worldwide.org, we made it very easy. You can make a donation from our homepage, and the links are there. If you want to donate in Naira, the name of the bank and the account number is also on that page. Everything we do is always transparent. We will work with the South African community there to make sure that the monies get to those people who are in need.
All right, that's just fine. And we really are wishing your efforts well, right? Just as we wish your association well. Yes. Yeah, in the pursuit, because it's dire when you think about it. Yeah. And as much as we understand that there's a handful of this that lies in the purview of the federal government, we understand there are some concerns around the fact that for the mere fact that the people of Akwa Ibom State had to reach back home and say, please, so that we have only 13 of us who have made it back to Nigeria, and there is more that are actually interested in coming back. Then this is just about the point where we join our voices on the appeal to the government of Akwa Ibom State, to see what can be done in that regard. Meanwhile, engineer, we understand,
yes, sir.
Yeah, that as part of concerns that have come up, we hear that you have ASACOP. Now, there are some people who hold the opinion that the intention of setting up this association is to rival Akisan, right? So, are you a splinter association competing against Akisan in the USA?
So, thank you very much for bringing up that concern. That has been the perception, unfortunately. And I can assure you that as the immediate past national president of Akisan USA, I was the first one to be re-elected to a second term. I served 4 years in office. That is not the intention. Again, we're not a parallel or splinter group like you said. We're just there to be like an umbrella among, for all associations, because in my opinion, and I think it has proven me out, and I'm sure you will agree with me and your listeners as well, when you speak in larger numbers, your voices are heard. Another example is, for example, if you wanted to do projects, instead of each country doing them individually, we can pool our resources together and do the projects at a larger scale. For example, I mentioned the 3 or 4 things that we did just last year alone, as opposed to doing it as individual countries. And especially with respect to these xenophobic attacks, it's one thing, again, for individual countries to alert the state government as to what is happening. But if we speak as a larger group, I want to believe that, people would take us more seriously, because there is strength in numbers. United we stand, divided we fall, we said. But again, we're not a competitor to any group. We're not a splinter group, and we're not parallel to any organization. In fact, the model for ASACOP is the Commonwealth. So, it is not mandatory, but of course you are encouraged to join, because again, there is strength in numbers.
Indeed. All right. So as we quickly round off and get set to let you get back to bed. What are we to expect, going forward? Nigerians in the diaspora, Kwaibumites precisely in the diaspora.
Yes.
Yeah, and maybe a follow-up to the situation in South Africa. What are the next steps in that regard too?
So the next steps, like I said, we met with them about 2-3 weeks ago. We are going to continue to engage them. As mentioned, we have the links to make donations online so that we can help the Kwaibumites who are in need there. And then I also want to use this platform. If you're listening and Kwaibumites in other countries, so basically go to our website, go to the About page and back countries, see the 21 countries that are listed there. If you know of anyone in countries not on that page, reach out to us throughout the contact page on our website so that we can reach out to those communities and add them to our fold. But with respect to South Africa, again, we're going to continue to engage the leadership there, see what we can do to pool resources, get donations to help the Kwaibumites who are there, and hopefully, we can get more people to leave, those who want to leave, and then for those who need help, we can get them to at least, settle down, because I'm sure the experience has been very traumatic for them.
We can only imagine. Thank you so much, Obong Engineer Itoro Akpanikot, the International President, Association of Akwa Communities Presidents Worldwide, ASACOP, for your time and the effort of the association of which you're the president, and for joining us on the conversation this morning.
And if you don't mind, just to wrap it up on my end, again, our website is ASACOP, ASACOP worldwide.org, and our phone number is +1 404 276 4267. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking with us as well. All right. That's the voice of Obong Engineer Itoro Akpanikut, the International President, Association of Akwa Communities Presidents Worldwide. He joined us from the United States of America. Meanwhile, as it regards the situation in South Africa, yesterday we were made to understand there was a delegation sent from South Africa back here to Nigeria. But of course, they could not meet with Mr. President Tinubu. They had to meet with the Minister, right, of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Shola, who spoke with them. And indeed, the country has been talking tough over the spate of xenophobic attacks. And there's a call that South African authorities now must take concrete action over, this development. It's important that takes place. We've seen a pattern as early as 1998, 2006, if you want to go, 2016, 2019, 2021, 24 as well, now 26. So if you look at that, the figures say 98 Nigerians have died in mob actions from 2022 alone. So this is not something we can, continue watching as it happens. All right? We'll take a breather right now. Akwa Ibom State. Please stay with us.
This is xl1069
106.9 FM.
Yo, are you ready? The biggest shopping experience is back. Vendors Mega Fair 0.4 is here. 3 unforgettable days where over 90 vendors come together in one place, bringing you massive discounts, amazing bargains, delicious food, fashion, beauty, gadgets, home essentials, and so much more. It's where business meets customers, shoppers discover incredible deals, and families make lasting memories. Join us from Friday, July 31st to Sunday, August 2nd, 2026 from 9 a.m. through 9 p.m. daily at the Tropicana Mall car park, Uyo. And the best part? Entry is absolutely free. Come shop, come sell, come connect. Don't miss Vendors Mega Fair 0.4 because the best deals don't wait. Vendors Mega Fair, connecting vendors and buyers.
Live from the heart of Uyo. All right, let's hear it.
This is the Super Breakfast Show
On XL 106.9 FM.
106.9 FM.
Good morning. We're bringing you mornings like you've never heard.
More music, more news, more entertainment, and more fun. Weekdays from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m.
The XL Super Breakfast Show.
The XL Super Breakfast Show.
Only on XL 106.9 FM.
Welcome back, Akwa Ibom. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now, let's quickly welcome Mr. Victor, who joins us from the Cities Builders Africa this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, Mr. Victor.
Good morning, my brother. How are you doing today?
I'm very well. I trust you're doing good too.
Wonderfully well, wonderfully well.
All right. Tell us, you deal on real estate. But give us an insight as to what Cities Builders Africa does, right, on a daily basis for Nigerians.
City Builders Africa, we've been in the business for over 5 years. And the Uyo branch is actually the third state. We're having a branch in Africa, like in Nigeria so far.
Okay.
We have a branch in Owerri, we have a branch in Bayelsa, we have a branch now in Uyo. And one good thing about it is we've managed to go to the upland terrain, that is the Owerri terrain. We worked in the Bayelsa terrain, which we all know is a flood-prone area. So, and coming down to Uyo also. So with that experience we've gathered over the years, we've managed to know how to deal with those terrains, whether lowland or upland dichotomy. And the good thing about the city builders is we don't just sell land, we give opportunities to everybody because we understand the importance of some of this investment. Like something you were saying earlier about some of our brothers in diaspora most of them are in the diaspora. The reason they are not coming home is because there are no tangible investments back home they can start from. Let's be real. That is the realistic goal, because nobody wants to stay anywhere that their life is threatened. And this is not the first time such a thing is happening.
Yeah.
That is why when you hear about things happening to our people outside this country, the most of them want to come back home, but what are they coming back home to fall back on? You get that is why when I hear about people selling off all their properties to relocate abroad, and I be like, why are you doing these things? Whereas people abroad are looking for ways to even buy properties back home because there is nowhere like home. And over the years we have seen this system revolve over time, because there is no way you can be a king in another man's land. In your family, you can't see an outsider, a non-member of your family, come one day and claim to be head of your family. That is the same way, no matter how much we try to advance abroad, we can never be given the same equal rights with citizens. Same way we cannot come and see an Hausa man be given the governor of Akwa Ibom. It's not possible. People are going to revolt. That is why when we talk about real estate, we tell people not just to see it as owning a land, see it as an investment you are making towards a future. Because I talk to young people all the time. I tell them, see, one beautiful thing about life is time. But another thing is time doesn't wait for nobody. And one thing about time is, every day you spend, you don't get the opportunity you don't get the opportunity to relive it. And as a young person or an old person, real estate is the perfect decision for you, because the money you're spending today, you're not going to get it back. You're only going to live in regret to say, I used to have so and so amount in the bank years ago, and today that money is no more. And the worst part of it is a whole lot of people are doing jobs today, working in places today, doing businesses today that doesn't have retirement plans. Like, you hustle all through your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. And when you're 60s, you're talking about how to relax. You've tried. You don't hustle, you don't work out, you don't do everything.
Rest.
You don't try. You want to rest. But because of there is no tangible retirement plan, no investment in place that is going to afford you that rest you need. You still see old people working. A whole lot of people trying to increase their age in civil service, not because they don't want to relax, not because they don't want to go home and just relax, because there is no investment. You get me? That is why when we talk about real estate, is a retirement plan for the old. For old age, is a good retirement plan. Because imagine you owning properties, you have more than 10 plots of land in different locations, and you are in your 50s, and you're in your 60s. All you do, and one beautiful thing about it is, any land you buy in your 30s, by the time you're 50, that property will not retain the same value. The price you bought it for is not going to be the price then. Because as inflation is hitting, the inflation is appreciating the property. So it's a retirement plan. That is one. And it's also a leverage over inflation, because a whole lot of people complain about how money doesn't have value anymore. People talk about how they bought cars, Corollas for 1 million plus, and today you're going to get those same cars, you're getting it for 5 million above that.
That's right.
And those things are to show you that inflation will always be there. And so if you talk to an economist, he'll tell you that inflation is good for the economy. So if an economist and a professional is telling you inflation is good for the economy, it helps stimulate the economy, and you are not owning property, something that hedges against inflation, you are just keeping the money in the bank, that means you are preparing for that your money to lose value. That is why when we talk about owning properties, we are not just telling you to come and buy property because we're selling properties. We're telling you, see, when you think about property, you are thinking about yourself today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow. And there's no better thing to leave for your children like living a property, because the Bible said a good man leaves an inheritance for his children, and children. And properties is the only inheritance you can leave that is reasonable. That is the thing. So the good thing about this thing we talked about now, our property in Uyo that is located along the airport road, opposite Full Life Campground, that property is still at a very giveaway price. You are getting 600 square meter. 600 square meter will contain a comfortable house, have extra playground. You can even have a farm at the back for as low as 4 million naira. And we have the 450 square meter going for just 3 million naira. And we have as low as 2 million naira for 300 square meters. So it's something for everybody. We have something for everybody. And those that don't have the money complete, we have a payment plan where you can pay small. And for those that say, okay, I get person way I go like make you get this property. I have a person abroad. I have somebody. I have my sister. I have my uncle. Make a referral and come. We also have referral commission for the person. So all round, we are giving back value. You have the money to buy property from us. We are giving you property that is verifiable. You're not buying a property like one. I was talking with my secretary recently, and she was complaining about the flooding currently in New York. And the good thing about it is our property is within an environment you will see for yourself. We don't just sell properties here on radio. You come and see. Site inspection is free. We offer you a free site inspection. You go see the property till you are convinced. You see the terrain of the property. You see the access road. You see how the property is parcellated plot by plot. At that point, if you want to pick out your own plot and say, okay, I like to be in front. I like to be at this point. And I don't want noise, so I like to be behind. You go there, pick it out before you come to the office and make payment. And note, site inspection is free. Nobody is taking a dime from you for site inspection. We are not even taking a dime from you until you are fully convinced that you want to own a property with us. So the phone lines for you to call to book a free site inspection or make more inquiry, get more information about us, you can call the office line, which is 070 8123 0567. The office line again is 070 8123 0567. 7. And our office is located at Mbiabong. After that shelter market, that is where our office is. You can walk into our office any time of the week. Walk into our office and we'll take you for a free site inspection, show you this property. You see, confirm everything you want to confirm. Because one challenge also people ask is, please, I don't want to buy a property today and start having communal problems tomorrow.
The next question.
That is one very important thing, because people are very scared of investing in properties and losing their money. That is why you are not buying. We first of all bought the property, put in development to ensure that there is no form of encumbrance, because there is one thing people don't check. One thing that sets us aside from every other real estate company is, now this is the beautiful thing, look at how you do proper due diligence. For a real estate company, look at how we do it. When we buy properties, because people see when you buy a property, they just point any location to you. So you start development, that is when you now discover there is an encumbrance, there is an issue on the land. So a real estate company like ours, when we buy, we first of all put development, and during the period of development, if there is any form of issue on that land, the issue will rise up. You get me? Before we put the property in the market. Before we put the property in the market, we first of all do development, do something on the land to ascertain that there is no issue after we have paid, because nobody will allow you access to any land if you haven't paid. So our property is paid for. We do development to ensure, but before we even make payment, we have to first of all go and do chatting at the Ministry of Land through the Surveyor General's office to ensure that the property is not with any form of encumbrance from the government. Let it not be that you are buying a land that the government has already mapped out for a particular development. So call the office line, which is 070-8123 0567. The office line again is 070-8123 0567.
You just answered one of the most greatest fears or questions that Nigerians, in some cases, Akwa Ibom do ask when they want to buy land, because it's difficult to without the experience that, look, after getting a land, you're told maybe 1 year after that, look, these your documents, they're not documenting, they know a line.
Yes, now
you understand, and it begs the question of how companies, real estate companies, can protect their customers, right? Protect their clients precisely, and that is just what you explained right now.
Yes, that's that particular issue.
Now there's more to it. You want to talk about it?
Yes, that particular issue comes from because most people end up buying because they give a very discounted price. You're selling at a very nice promo price, mouth watering. The person has a silver tongue, convince you once you make payment, and they tell you we'll give you allocation in the next 6 months. Once you are hearing we'll give you allocation in the next 6 months, run for your money. Run. If possible, if you haven't made payment, run. If you have made payment, ask for refund. You know why? Now, once anybody is delaying your allocation, they don't have the land yet. Anybody that is delaying allocation, because by law, nobody can give what they don't have. You can't give what you don't have. If I don't have this phone, I can't give it out. So once you can't give instant allocation, it means that the person doesn't own the land. And if the person doesn't own the land yet and they are selling it to you, there's a tendency that when they go to perfect their title, if there is now an issue, you that have bought will now end up experiencing that issue. That is why at the City Builders Africa, we first of all do our verification with the government, then go to the community, do proper findings, make payment, start development. Because at that point of development, if there is anything you missed, because if you are developing somebody else's property, maybe Mr. A sold to you, but the Mr. A is having problem with Mr. B on that same property. At the point of development, Mr. B will come. Because why he declare my land? Waiting happen. At that point, when he come, you will not see problem there inside. Now, to save our clients from having such issues, that is why we first of all have to go through that stress, because we want to give what we have. That is why our office is still located at Ibiabong Junction, just after Shelter Market. And you call the office line, which is 070-8123. That is 070-8123 0567. 1069fm. And you can call into the office now. We'll have our secretary attend to you, give you any form of information, book a free site inspection for you. Any time of the week, we can come in. You can come in for a free site inspection and we'll give you proper value. There's nothing as beautiful as having the value of owning a property that gives you peace of mind. Like we said, at the City Builders Africa, we don't just sell property. We try to accompany it with peace of mind, because a happy customer means 10 potential customers. That is how we think. That is why we are looking to give you value at the City Builders Africa today.
Mr. Victor from the City Builders Africa.
Thank you, my brother.
No go to my person.
No, it don't necessary. Even you say you need them.
You don't see now. Okay, thank you very much for coming this morning. Appreciate
Thank you, my brother.
All right, Akwa Ibom State, that is how much we can take. So we've got, some really nice sounding tracks right here to keep you busy for your Tuesday morning. Yeah, the best part of it, right here on the Super Breakfast Show. We're trusting that you're going to have a great day today, right? And, of course, all that you set out to achieve today, please make sure you put in every work you need to put in to see that through. And God be with you as you go about that. This is the voice of the Supreme Character thanking you so much for being a part of the Super Breakfast Show this morning. Yai song Adorukana.